isn't cutting.
You're gonna start cutting people off.
No, they're gonna cut you off because the sex isn't cutting.
That's the thing. I feel like you need to put in a whole lot of effort. You can't be there giving like C grade sex if you're not in a relationship.
But how do you know if you're good at sex or not? Or how do you know you're giving C grade? Like, what if you've been dating the person for long? You finally babs, and it's ass.
You know when you've given C grade sex. Like you finish there and you're just like, can I make you like coffee or something? Like, I'm so sorry.
Welcome back to Vaabs Podcast, everybody. When we talk about sex and nothing but sex.
Woo!
I'm
Welcome
your
back.
boy Davey D,
To your right is Captain Lebs.
and to my direct in front, to other people's angles, and to me the world of my 360 degrees. It's Dylan DJ Dooley. Welcome back to Vaabs Podcast, everybody. We are excited to have you here. You may notice it's not daytime,
It's not.
but that's how days work. So fucking get used to it.
Yeah,
Anyway,
sometimes it'll be daytime, sometimes it just won't. It depends.
Welcome back to the first segment. That is, what is in your pockets? A phone, a battery. Wait. There's something else.
this man got a car purely to flex on our fans.
I was actually thinking he would flex it on the fans.
I would though, even.
Hey,
No.
editing Dill, just zoom in there quick, just so you can see the badge.
Oh, no, door, it's upside down. You got to turn it the right way around.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah.
How are you
I'm
feeling?
purely kidding.
How
Dill,
does it feel?
But it does feel good.
Listen,
That's
It
a
feels
fucking
like a nice
amazing
upgrade.
achievement, dude.
Yeah.
Jeez. Your first car.
Thank you. And that was, yeah, it was good. Yeah,
remember I
first,
felt
first
the-
car that I've owned, yeah.
I felt the exact same when I made my first subscription to OnlyFans. Whole different ballgame. Whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
When you own it. Yes, actually, fuck. That was a terrible joke.
Own the fans. I own you now for £6 a month.
I own 5 seconds every month.
Hey, why'd you lock that post?
Imagine how sad it'd be if you had an OnlyFans and you're only charging like 50 rand. Like a price of a coffee.
What did Netflix, you're telling me your pussy is worth less than Netflix, bro? I could not. If I had an OnlyFans, I could not charge less than a Netflix subscription. I'm sorry, man.
I get so much more quality out of a Netflix subscription.
Because it's just like, imagine your content's not exciting. It's like, I'd rather just fucking watch shit movies on Netflix.
Well, apparently you wouldn't because you bought the content. You're here now. The payment's going off next month.
Can
Would
you-
any of you, I feel like it's been so long since we've asked this question. Would any of you start an OnlyFans?
No.
Would you?
Mm.
I've been considering it, but I don't think I ever would.
You've been considering an OnlyFans for like
I've
at
been
least-
considering a lot of things in my life. I'm like 80% getting a tattoo, getting a nose ring.
I feel like that's actually your life, eh?
Yeah.
80%.
I just consider it and then I just do it.
David plays by the 80-20 rule. He doesn't know what it means, so it's just 80.
I hear the thing so often. Even in hair, there's an 80-20 rule.
As well.
Like a lot of
Jeez.
barbers talk like, oh, we're going to give you an 80-20 haircut. I'm like,
Economies of scale, buddy.
Yeah.
If you buy it, so do I. That's not
80 on the
economies of
top,
scale.
20 on the sides. I don't know.
I think you should start an OnlyFans though. Seriously.
Even if
The
you
problem-
just blocked South Africa.
Oh, fuck it.
But why even?
Yeah, my main people.
It just depends on whether or not you want people to see your dacks.
Oh,
It
would you
actually-
do full dick?
No, see, what I was about to say is, I feel like men and OnlyFans, men have one thing that they can show, and it's disgusting. Like it's, like I would never want to see like my dick, like in my OnlyFans. It's like, oh, well, there it is.
I like my dick.
Like he's literally just been always like head straight. Never looks down when he's in the nude. He's like, I don't want to see that thing, man. Are you
I
mad?
mean, you don't have much to offer, and it's like I'd have to get artistic with it. So I'd have to. I don't know what it would be.
You can make a comedy OnlyFans. That'd be cool.
But if you deep it, you're not. It's not like you're looking at peños and are attracted to peños.
Aye.
You don't know what it's like to be attracted to peños. So maybe you don't have to get artistic. You have to get artistic for you to appreciate it. But somebody else is just like, bro, balls up. That's when you shoot from the balls.
Thanks.
It's 80% good, 20% balls.
Oh,
This
God.
was a vulgar start, guys.
This is kind of mad, dude. Fuck.
Let's start again.
You guys want to get into what?
Welcome back to Vaabs Podcast, everybody. Let's play the first segment. What's in your pocket? What's on the table?
Imagine. I took it all out. Vaab chicks. Yeah.
Well, buddy.
First one of the night. I was thinking about it the other day, and David and I were talking about it first. And I think it ties in low-key to your OnlyFans thing. But Vaab chick on being a podcast first. So essentially, not being anybody of worth before, like a YouTuber or a musician.
Hey,
or,
don't put yourselves down. Like, you guys did pretty well.
Oh no, I was about to say good vibes. Wait, what?
No, I was saying for you guys on YouTube. Like,
And you
I was
too,
just
Dave.
trying to capture him.
I'll dox your whole channel right now. I swear to God.
Yeah. Rambler.
But yeah, no. So essentially, like, what I noticed when I was going through podcasts is a lot of them are like, were something before they started a podcast. I've seldomly found podcasts where it's like, I know you because you're just a podcaster. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's very true.
No,
Or,
we
you know,
fucked
they
up.
have stuff, even if you find them as a podcast, they still have a lot of stuff to back them up as someone.
Yeah, like individual success and channels and that.
Exactly. Who are we? Who are
Vaabs
you?
Podcast. I'm Captain Le Brazil, man, for those who care.
yeah, I don't know what you're
Sub
doing.
to my channel. I'm trying to
just
plug
like,
my
what's your
shit.
brand? That's what I'm trying
See,
to
that's
say.
what I'm
That's
saying.
an
I feel like
interesting
we
question.
fucked up because we did podcast first. We should have been solo acting, you know?
But no, that's what I'm saying. So now you pivot into OnlyFans, and then we become an OnlyFans podcast.
Or you start actually like developing a Dave the Rambler Instagram page for haircuts.
Oh, God, no.
Because you fucking ramble, buddy. Let me tell you, you go pay for a haircut. You're paying for fucking lectures.
I mean,
I feel like I always spend so much time with Dill's here, and I feel like he low-key hates it. He's like, I know I pretend to be a friend, but yeah, I'm really just here for business.
Nah, I love your haircuts, bro. He rambles, but it's
that's why he's always trying to get you to save shit for the podcast. Because he's like, I don't want you to speak to me now, please. I like my haircuts
honestly, I
in
think that's a
silence.
vibe. Make a brand of being a hairstylist, sorry. A proper hairstylist, like video, cool shit, become like an influencer.
I would just want to
That'd
be a
fucking sick.
comedian.
A comedian,
Yeah, a
hairdress
comedian would be cool.
stylist.
Maybe I don't want to be
I
a
still wanna-
hairdresser.
I still want to do skits and stuff like
I
that.
do. But, you know, maybe I don't.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about that.
No, I mean, it's not. It's like, I want to do this for the rest of my life. Not for the rest of my life. I don't know how this. Oh, God.
We'll make a bag. We'll become club promoters, bro.
Like
We'll
this,
host events,
for me,
diversify
if
our
I
bonds.
could, I would just not work. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, really, this world's too beautiful to be stuck in a 9 to 5 or whatever fucking hours I work, like a 9 to 1.
There's like, I'm not feeling it anymore. It's like, hey, can you come out? It's like, I'm sorry, honey. I'm off the clock. I'm going to take my lunch break. When will you be back? Tomorrow? Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah, but 100%. I think it would be interesting to explore that. Like, if you had to do something else, like you're a podcaster and you're what would you do? It has to be in the public eye, though.
I think I would genuinely, which I've actually thought about before, is like actually making tutorial videos for marketing, and like website development, that type.
Your SEO, not SEO, your fucking CPM would be insane.
Yeah.
People who make tutorials, dude,
Yeah,
YouTube loves them.
100%.
They're in racks, bro.
And I feel like there's no one in the South African context that actually talks about it, because like it's a whole different, sorry, it's a whole different thing in South Africa, marketing,
Yeah.
especially like on the digital front. So I feel like I'd do that, and then I can build up a following and come back, even though we don't talk about anything marketing related, and that's my whole audience now.
But then they'll just come because they like your personality. It's
Fair
like, how many times have you watched MKBHD doing stuff that wasn't tech reviews?
Yes. Yeah. He doesn't do too much. Like, he mainly sticks with tech, but like, really, I think he shifts off like once an episode, maybe. But it's all tech related.
What MKHB?
MKBHD is like one of the
Marquez
The-
Brownlee.
Oh, sorry.
Marquez. Marquez. Yeah, he's like the biggest tech YouTuber in the world, and he also plays Ultimate Frisbee.
Oh, really?
Like for New York.
Have you stopped playing frisbee?
I had a dream about it on Monday.
Yeah, Frisbee, sorry.
I don't
Really like
stress.
the
I
game.
don't mind. I'm not one of those people who gets too mad at that. Call it whatever the fuck you want. Call it a dog
Are you
toy.
still wasting your time on Sundays?
No, I haven't played since my competition that I did.
Really? Eh?
Hectic.
Why?
I don't know. I'm lazy.
What's happening, Dave? You don't want to be a hairdresser? You ever going through an existential crisis?
I've been
Literally-
going through one for years, but that's not really what we're here for. We're here for good vibes and stuff.
Yeah, existential crises could be good vibes.
Nah, fuck you, man.
It could be, but
It's not.
it could be. But let me tell you, my personal capacity has been a bit hectic. No, it's not really a crisis. It's mostly just like the disc golf. I just have not been playing. Like I have to go
Yeah.
buy tickets and everything.
Tickets.
Yeah, to play in the course. And I
Before
can't-
you were
Oh.
excited to do that.
Yeah, but then I have to drive far. It's also, okay, if I'm being honest, if we can take the honesty train
Positive vibes,
onto it.
honesty.
Now, it was the competition. I didn't do as well as I thought I would. I thought maybe I could pull something out of my hat.
Did it just like
The
discourage
thing
you?
is, yeah, but let's be honest. I haven't played very, very, very long.
Very true.
Yes.
You know the thing. This is I don't know why we're getting into this. Like it's a laughable thing, but I'm happy. Shut up, Lives. You know when you're nervous about something that you haven't done, and like there's a thought in your head, and you may act like it's not, but it's a very big thought. Like maybe I'm just gonna be fucking amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like maybe I'm just gonna fucking say this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have
It's
it.
because you overhyped yourself.
Yeah, I know fully.
Yeah.
So now I'm just gonna be negative about everything.
I don't
Okay.
think you should though. Like
Hmm.
even me, like with powerlifting and that. My first comp was also, I genuinely thought I would do a lot better than I did, and it was just like nerves of first comp getting to me type thing. You know, it was one of those things. I also took like a long ass break after competing because I was just so lethargic. I was like, it wasn't what I thought it would be like, but it wasn't what you thought it would be like because, you know, it was your first time ever. Like I chalk it up to like twice. You know what I mean? Do it twice, and then if you don't, even after the second time, if you're like, actually, I've made no progress. This is actually like taking away from my life and not bringing me joy. Then just stop.
That's true. I had a
That's
dream
like-
about it the other day as well, so I think I'm gonna go play.
I think you should. It's the same thing like Libs is saying. Like you guys both have been humbled, which people are saying like you should be. Like it's
Yeah.
the biggest step to improvement because now you know you shit. Sorry, I said
No,
that
no.
loosely. So now you're gonna go fucking try hard to get better at it. You know. The next time you play, you're probably gonna even be better just from being humbled because you're gonna be
100%.
so much more focused.
Lazy.
I believe that.
Doubt it. Doubt that.
Also, we should all just go play. And
What
make
I
a
was saying
vlog out of
is,
it.
for my birthday, it'd be sick if we all played. But to organize all those discs would be a whole different ballgame.
We could just
Buy some.
no. I was gonna say use yours, but that makes no sense.
Like 5 of us just waiting the whole time.
You throw it, and it's like, wow. Okay, go fetch it.
Yeah. Go run.
Make sure you leave your shoe there so we know where it landed. But yeah, after watching disc golf this weekend, I'd like to play.
Oh, that'd be sick, man.
I think we should all go play. Can't you rent some discs from the jockeys there?
I'm sure we jockeys.
Disc jockeys?
Oh, yeah.
The DJs.
The DJs.
Yeah.
Can I quickly take a segue into the vibe check from my point?
I don't know how you're going to fit a Segway on this balcony, but you can try.
Oh, you back, boy. Vibe check on Be Real.
Fuck off with the Be Real.
Because I
man.
have to
That's-
post it now.
Be real. I don't know what that is. I am so like out of
No,
touch
you're
with
not.
life.
It's literally 4 people know what Be Real is.
Okay, what
Don't
is it?
you dare. So Be Real. It's basically Instagram's competition, and if it's kind of like if Jake Paul was Mike Tyson's competition. Be Real's Jake Paul in this point, because
Okay.
it's really not a competition. I feel like Mike Tyson was bad as his ear off, but we're not boxers. Yeah, it's basically an app where you get a notification. You have to post within 2 minutes of getting that notification, and then it posts
Oh.
a back view and a front view.
Okay, yes.
your
So you
thing.
literally just put it up
Yeah,
and do it.
and
Yeah,
it's
sorry,
meant to-
Cody told me about
Yeah,
this.
it's meant to encapsulate like the realness of everything, and then it tells people if you posted late. So the big thing is the later you post, the more interesting you're trying to make it because you're waiting for like a proper time to post something. Because most of the time it comes up and you're watching TV, and when you posted like 8 ones watching TV, like fuck, guys, I promise I'm excited. I promise I'm sick.
That's David trying to make it fake now.
Yeah.
They're like, be real, but this is too real, be real. It's too real.
That time you literally have existential written on a board. So it's once a day.
Once a day. Well, like, so it obviously picks different times, but it's what's cool about it is it's a national time, not national, it's a international time for everyone. So,
Everyone
Oh,
on
so
Be
it picks a random time of the day. Okay.
yeah,
So the website just has a spike and then like a drop and then a spike and then
an app, yeah, the app, yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Do you need friends on that app?
I mean, honestly, you can don't want to post it just to like
Be
no one.
real.
Yeah, so it's like you get your friends, and also it can be on Discovery as well.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's cool. I dig that vibe.
You must get
But
it.
you
I'll
can
download it
only
now.
see people's posts when they've posted them and never again.
And when you've posted as well.
Oh, so only for that day.
Yeah.
But then you have access.
So your own shit,
Okay.
but not to others.
I mean, that's still cool though.
I
You
guess
know
it's
what I mean?
cool in that, like, if you have that instead of Instagram, the likelihood of you being on Instagram is a lot less.
Yeah.
No, sorry,
that
being on there for longer is a lot less.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which actually brings me into a vibe check I had for today, which is Instagram Explore feed.
Bad vibes.
Bad vibe.
Terrible vibes.
I mean, there's definitely bad vibes. There's layers to how bad it can be. The only good thing is if you get into like those pimple popping videos and you enjoy it, yes, you will be
When the Explore feed
blessed
nice,
by the gods. But otherwise, it's Huns that you don't know if.
Dude, can I ask you a question on that?
Of course.
Okay. Does Instagram know your type better than you do?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Oh no, fully. They
Yeah.
and also, Huns are unobtainable.
There's the truth. There's the truth.
Yeah, boy, that's the most be real thing you've said tonight, boy.
that shit there, you look at it, it's like I don't know what movie you came out of, but I'm not even gonna like. It just makes you sad looking
Bro.
at it.
I actually wanted to shout at you guys weeks ago for this because our Explore feed on Vaabs is wrecked, bro. But I can't shout at you because I know I fucked it now.
Yeah.
Because whoever started it off, fine. But now the fact that there's Argentinian Huns
Yeah,
and
dude.
German Huns
Colombian.
and bro. I've been there. I won't lie.
Instagram is a trap, bro. It's a
Yeah.
fucking trap. Like it's unobtainable shit, dude.
Yeah.
I swear. It's like Instagram edit themselves and then they just post your repost the pictures.
Hundreds,
Yo.
dude. Fuck, it's
That's
paid.
bad, man.
Who fucked it? I want to know who shit the bed. Why is it only Huns on our Explore feed? We're a podcast and it's only Huns.
I'm gonna say it right now. You don't have a main account as of now.
No, but it's been fucked long before.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
I
have
feel
a main
like
account.
you
No,
living
that's why
your
I'm taking
life.
accountability now because now I'll say yes before. But it's good now because back then I thought like, oh, let me follow this person or let me like their shit or like comment or like you tried to play the unobtainable game. But now because we're a
Yeah.
podcast, I'm like I can't do that.
Lives is still bouncing girls with the podcast.
I almost did. Guys, it's clouds. It's free clouds. You know you never try ban purely for purely because you have clout. Like use it. Like you know for a fact you don't like this person. Dull hypothetical as well. We know you wouldn't, but hypothetical. You'd be like there, and you know the person's only talking to you because we have like 100k subs or 100k followers, but you don't care. You're kind of like, if this is what my hard work and determination has allowed me to ban it. If the podcast made the unobtainable obtainable, what are you saying? What are you saying?
Yeah, of course, because there's a reason. Like,
No,
obviously, if they're unattainable, I like them. So
yeah.
then, obviously, if they're now obtainable, it's back.
But it's only obtainable because of clout and nothing else.
Well, who the fuck cares? Genuinely.
What if she like literally told you I am here for your clout and I do like you're ugly.
That's
You see,
But who cares?
Jennifer. No, okay. I mean, I thought maybe we should look my personality.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Oh,
What
no,
you're
you guys
backing
are-
it
yeah,
off of,
You're basically saying that I'm now like a sugar daddy. Is what you're saying.
basically.
oh yeah.
Like
fair
they
enough, yeah.
only hang around
I
you
wouldn't
because
do
they
that.
know if you hang with the Vaabs boys, you get followers and you get likes. So you're like,
And we can't say that this does not happen in real life because you can see
Yeah,
it, bro.
yeah.
YouTubers, all these people with top ass.
No, just got random people just
Top
to
ass. I didn't finish my sentence.
who has top ass? Top ass? Bottom ass?
and the rarest of all mid ass.
Oh, that ass is mid, baby.
Midgard.
Yeah, I really wouldn't like if I was still
God.
banting. I wouldn't mind because it's just adding. It's it's like having a fancy car. It adds to it.
Yo, that's hectic. So you
So you
dating
don't
a
care
girl
about the
'cause it's-
materialistic. You're like, if my materialism can get me nyash, I'll chow.
Dave, do you get with girls for other people?
For other people,
Yeah.
like what am I like hooking up with? Like when like this, when like someone can't hook up with this girl, he's like, Dave, please, at least someone needs to do it.
Nah, like following on from last week's conversation where we do things for other people and not really for ourselves.
Mm.
Do you?
He's like, I feel bad to make out with him.
No.
No.
He does it
Yes,
for clout.
no, I'm kidding.
Yes.
Do you make out with others because you know
Oh no,
it'll...
God no.
Oh, okay.
No. Like I could easily. The only reason I tell these stories because they're usually funny, but I could easily just never tell people about them.
About what?
Exactly.
Cheers.
Oh,
Go
tell
back-
stories to us personally.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait. That sounded bad. I'm clocking.
Which part? Because fuck. You've been talking for a while.
Oh god.
Tick, 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 tick.
I need to know. I need to know what hit you. Please.
I think it just sounds fucked up, but like I don't know if it does or if I'm just in my own head.
Yeah.
You know that thing.
Davey said I could be getting equal amounts of nyash and say nothing about it. But why would I do that?
No, okay. I don't make out of people for clout. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Okay.
I make out of them because I find them attractive and I like them.
Oh, you're just trying to let people know not to try and make out with you just because they are followers. Davy's like, if you see me and you have clout, don't touch me.
Okay.
I don't care about
Okay,
that.
but here's a hypothetical for you. 10. A full 10, but she's got 73 followers on Instagram.
No, that's probably better.
I never understand that thing with people who are like lower followers is better or like more is worse. No.
Switched around. It's like. It's Dave. Can I just tell you how funny that was? You were like with him, and then as soon as he was like, "No, that's fine." You're like, "Yeah, I don't understand why people."
No, I'm saying I don't know why people are always like, oh, lower followers the better. Like what you just said. now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still against it.
Oh,
I'm stressed. I
sorry.
stick to my
It's-
boots.
For
Okay.
me, I think lower followers just means if. Hectic, that's a weird bias.
Yeah,
that
because
I
I know
had.
what you're gonna say. Yeah, they're
No,
more loyal basically. Like they're not talking to people.
Not like that. Hans will cheat on you for less, dude.
Even with,
With the fucking
72.
petrol attendant, dude. Huh? Imagine you.
Is everything okay?
She's not allowed to go to the engine anymore. No.
At least it took
No,
us
that's a
some
mad bias that I
expensive-
just realized that I had. But it's like, I just assumed because they have less followers, they're a specific kind of person.
Yeah, hectic. What is that type of person?
Like somebody who's not like all like, oh, posty for the gram, like showing people their lifestyle
Gospel.
and this like more private about their lives. But that might not be true. Maybe they should at Instagram.
Can I tell you, when we were in high school, okay, my opinion was people with less followers are just they're probably just not popular. So
was
like,
gonna make
and
a
why
joke.
is that? Why is that? Because maybe they have a weird personality, or maybe they're just not. And when I say weird, I mean not conformity.
I like
Take a bit. Let him
Not
land.
I like
Not
girls that
conform-
aren't conventionally normal.
Shout out, Luke.
Uh,
But yes. So if they're not conventionally hot or not conventionally
if
like
you look-
personality type,
safe for the fact of Instagram when you're a teenager, I understand. But if you look at Instagram now, you can find a million different varieties of people. Like assholes, cool people, funny people, serious people that have like millions of followers.
fair enough.
So it's like, even though it's a perception you have, it's one that's like only dedicated to your Instagram feed because that's all you see.
Yeah. Okay,
So you'd
fair
be like,
enough.
oh, you don't have this or you don't have this. But I feel like,
but
I mean, some of the biggest people in the world right now, influence-wise, are all nerds, bro.
yeah, fair
Think
enough.
about
Yeah,
how
yeah, fair enough.
sick phases now. But they're literally just COD players. Like the guys who like
Yeah.
video games and also who like to party. And it's like, people rate phase so much now, whereas back in
Yeah.
the day, they were seen as weird
Yeah.
and whatever.
It's true, eh?
But I back you. I had the exact same thing.
So what I find interesting now is like to Dave's point, if it's a full on 10, like 10, and she has minimal followers, I would think she's a catfish, or think she's not real.
No, but I've seen it before. Where they are, and I know them personally. They just don't fuck with Instagram like that.
Really?
Like they have it just for the sake of having it, and they'll repost like the same shit all over and over again. But it's like,
Okay, but wait, there actually is a difference between like people that like literally use Instagram for friends, like
yeah, but it's
like
not like a
just viewing.
Finsta either.
No, not a Finsta, but literally just for friends. Like,
They just there to look at their friends and be like, oh wow.
Yeah.
like Pov does that actually. She doesn't have a public profile and she only has friends. She's redone her Instagram 3 times or something. But this last time now, she's literally only follows friends.
That's really
cool.
cool. I try to do
That's
that
impressive.
sometimes. But
I
then
wonder actually
I
how
end
many
up
followers she
following
has.
so many people. Like one time I unfollowed every like famous person that I follow because I was like, why do I actually watch your live? Then I realized there's actually value in some of it, you know what I mean? Like it is a good form of entertainment and shit. It doesn't all have to be bad.
Yeah. My biggest thing is that I just follow people when I'm trying to win competitions. And then I'm still there following like a fucking weight belt fucking company. I'm like, what? I follow you. I was trying to win a belt the other day.
You guys made me deep my Instagrams. I mean, my girlfriend's Instagram profile.
Why? Because she's following 666 people. Make her change that shit. Go right there.
She's following 666 people. First of all, that's fucked up. Second of all, she's following more people than you follow her. Third of all, she only has 438 followers.
What a fun!
Fourth of all, I'm single.
Hectic. Call her now. Bring her up. Bring her up
Sorry,
on the
Bob, you're just
podcast.
not
Sorry, my
popular
TikTok
enough.
was open. I don't know why you made me look at my phone as well. I was going to look at the same thing, but I realized I don't have a girlfriend. Anyway, do you guys want to get into view of Vaabs chicks with Dave? Do you want to carry on talking about how clout doesn't matter to you?
This gets me Vaabs chicks. I don't know. I feel like I said my piece and I did well.
I pieced my seed, and now I've pieced out. Getting into view of Vaabs chicks, the Vaabs chicks that you guys send over to our Instagram accounts. Make sure that if you're not following us, go follow us. Right now, we're running an Orcs battle. My song is low-key in there. I decided not to tell anyone, and it's losing. So I hope by the time this comes out, I would have dumped it. I would have clutched up. I really think I could go far. I'm not gonna. It's my Orcs battle, so I'll cook the results if I have to. But getting into Vaabs chicks, the first Vaabs chick is from Thuren, and he says, Vaabs chick on home affairs.
Yes.
Bro.
I had to go the other day.
For?
Cock.
Isn't it always?
Genuinely, that shit will bring tear into your eyes, man. Like even that in the licensing department. Licensing is at least slightly better, but Home Affairs is a whole book of different gravy.
Home affairs is disgusting. Dude,
Bro, it's
honestly.
terrible. And you know what irritates me is there's still this booking system thing where you have to book, but you don't have to book. But if you don't book, then they tell you should have booked. And then the fucking dude, there was an instance where I went to Home Affairs and they were like, "Did you book?" And I was like, "No. Where's the link?" I was like, "There's no link on the website to book." And they were like, "No, it's this link." I was like, "Where did you get it from?" She was like, "Oh, we have it saved." I was like, "Show me on the website where the booking link is." And she's like, "Oh, you can't get it to it from here." I was like, "Well, fuck. Where was I supposed to see you? I'm supposed to book for this shit."
Yeah.
Like, so
Man,
irritating,
genuinely, I
man.
feel like also people can relate to this. If you're applying for a passport, to book your dates, so they give you, so you click the date and it gives you like a calendar view and you have to press the dates. They explicitly then say, don't use that. Type the dates in yourself. I'm like,
Don't lie.
why
bro.
the fuck can't you just fix it?
Yes, that is so annoying, bro.
As somebody who
Oh, the
works on
government.
websites, though, please can you tell us why our government literally has the most dodgy sites there
I
are?
actually wonder what it's built on. Does everyone want to know?
Do you
Like,
know?
Like if
you
it's,
can find
it would
out
be
right
so.
now.
If it's WordPress, I'm gonna cry for a government. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But if it's something else, I'd be interested to see like if it's custom programming or whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm sure there was like a tender out for somebody to do it and then they never revisited it.
Yeah, they did a tender in like 2004 when like dial-up was still the big thing.
Right. And they were like, yeah, no, this seems serviceable.
Yeah.
Anyway, enjoy
We're gonna
figuring it
forget.
out. Yeah. Imagine that. You know what the problem is with like long-lasting institutions?
Sorry, first of all, there's no SSL on the fucking website, which is irritating. So it's not even secure for a government website. It's terrible. Come on.
Hectic. I love how it's always just pictures of our ministers, dude. Why?
And you realize we got a lot of ministers.
Hey, we got so many ministers. Minister is like a career path. Dude. It's like if you want to be a fucking millionaire, you must become a minister.
I remember one client. Yeah, we were talking about load shedding was at its prime like a while back, and then he was just like, "Oh yeah, like our power doesn't get turned off. I think we've got like a minister like in our complex." And I was feeling like, "Fuck, the church really ups these people, hey? They don't get like halfway through like be like embarrassing myself. I was like, oh, you mean a minister politics? Okay, never mind."
Yeah. They have a section that they're in charge, not praised. Yeah. Well, yeah, come.
Okay, so the government website is built on PHP and Joomla, which is basically WordPress.
Oh,
It's not
really?
the same thing, but it's a content management system that's also just extremely open source software.
Also, if you want to
troubling.
hear something beautiful as well, if you want to log in, you have to get an OTP. But if you log in after 12 o'clock, I think they turn the machine off. But you can't get an
Don't lie.
OTP after midnight.
Oh,
Like,
no.
you'll log an OTP and then at 7 in the morning, it'll come through.
No, bro.
That's fucking
And you know what the
ridiculous.
tender was for the website? $1 million. Oh, it's so annoying, man. This government, dude. Fuck Home Affairs. Carry on.
Yeah, bad vibes all the way.
Yeah, this is bad vibes.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Tell me once you've ever had a good time where someone's excited, like not excited, but like you get there and like you speak to the person and they're not either looking for a reason to get you out of the line. Oh, this is what I hate.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm back again. But you know when you by mistake fill out something wrong in the form, they'll make you leave and rotate again.
Oh,
So you can't just sit there and
God.
quickly fill it out because like you can go
Yeah.
fast, like you can be
Yeah.
speedy about it.
100%. Yeah, that's always the worst when you're at the front of the line and you realize you have to do more, and then you're like, "Are you gonna fucking send me back? Like, please just take it. Like, fuck, I can fix it now."
But also,
That's
like, it
horrible.
honestly takes 2 seconds for the manager there to be like, wow, people don't know the process here when you stand in a queue. Let me put it on a piece of paper and put it on the wall.
Yeah.
And, like, not have it 10 months old.
That's the thing. It's like a quiz. It's like a fucking
Yeah.
quiz
Yeah.
to like go there, and then it's like, well, you're gonna get it wrong, so you failed, and then
You
you're
know,
out.
you know what you need at Home Affairs? Good
cheat
social
sheet.
skills. Because if you're an introvert, I feel sorry for you. Because you have to ask the first person you see, and it's not anyone who works there. It's someone else. Do you know what's going on?
And they also
because
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And if you're an introvert, can you imagine? Excuse
Even
No, if you're an
Just
introvert, you
stand
just
in this
listen
queue.
because there's someone always complaining out loud, dude. Every Home Affairs line I've ever been in, bro, there's someone shouting about something. I'm like, oh, is that how that works? Okay.
you wait for someone else to get shouted at by someone that works there. Yeah, fuck, man.
even
It's worst.
when I went to get my license renewed, I went and you go there and you have to go in with your form that you had there. Or your receipt. And then I didn't have the receipt because it was like I waited a long time. It was like 8 months before I went to go get it back. So then I go there with my ID, and then the guy's like, we're not going to be able to give it to you without the receipt, like relatively.
Like a payment receipt.
Yeah. The problem is you need to pay, like, if your license gets made, obviously, you've paid for it. Like, they don't make it beforehand. Like, for it to have been made, you have had to have paid for it.
Yeah.
So if you see my license there, surely the fucking receipt is not necessary.
But how is this not receipt enough?
So then I went with my ID. So the guy was like, already like, they're not going to help you. I was like, can I go try at least? He was like, yeah, go for it. So the lady was like, chill. She was like, oh, you got your ID? Like, I'm not meant to help you, but it's fine. So I was like, oh, thanks. The guy then comes there. Straight up, why are you helping him? I'm like, you need to get out of here. I'm busy.
Yes, it's so annoying, man.
It's
Shit.
even dodgy because as well, it's your ID, like it's you. Like it's.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe like, oh no, you need the receipt so they can prove that it's you. And then I'm like, wait, hold on.
The only problem was I went and was when I was in my buzz cut phase that I got my picture taken. So it's like me with the buzz cut and now me with a mullet. And the lady like, even I was like, is that me? And she's like, this is you. I was like,
Yeah, you have to act confused so that she's like devil's advocate. You're like, that's not me, and you're like, but it is though. And you're like, okay, I guess you say so.
psych.
Ah, you played me. Well done, David. How do you know my name? You just gave me.
Here's the receipt, bitch.
That's fucking jokes. Next view of Vaabs check.
Fuck yes.
Next view of Vaabs check is from an old faithful friend of the podcast. Happy birthday for yesterday, Ross at sea.
Yeah,
go,
boy. Happy
brother.
birthday.
Yes, boy. But his vibe check is going out by yourself. Meals and out.
Let's start with meals.
What are you making? I used to do it quite often, like for movies and stuff. My big thing, and also eating.
You
I
can't
envy
eat
you,
them.
though.
No, I used to.
Okay.
If you let me,
He's eating
fucking-
the movie.
yeah, I
Yeah.
eat popcorn.
You know, he eats the
Popcorn.
film at the
Sorry.
back, and they're like, sir, put on by myself.
No, I used to do it quite a bit because, especially my gap year when everyone was studying
You're
and
busy.
doing things. Yeah, I was there by myself, so I used to just go to like random places. I even do outside. I went to a full festival by myself.
What festival?
In the city back when it was still. Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
said
went
by
to-
yourself though, but you went with other people.
No, fully by myself. I was lucky that I saw other people there. Because it was Foster the People, Mac Miller, and then like a few of us. No one else wanted to go. Like, people are fake here. So they're like, they will get our tickets.
I feel like I remember this, and I remember who you were with or you saw there.
I don't remember being asked to go, but I understand, back then we weren't really friends. You didn't like my style.
Yeah. But yeah, I literally went by myself, and then I saw my friend at the time, Evan, and his girlfriend.
Yeah, I remember that
Oh,
time.
they were friends at the time.
Interesting. Very,
Yeah.
very interesting.
I would not be able to do a club by myself. That's one thing I fully accept now. Like a club.
Yeah,
That's
That's
because also
weird.
for me, it's like I never don't really go to the club for myself. Like, I mainly go to spend time with my friends.
Oh, thank God you said that. I was here like, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me.
No. It's like I'd go there to like spend time with my friends. It's like I don't find that enjoyment, that joy. from the
Yeah.
club.
I think I could go to the club on my ace though.
I
Like-
feel like. Oh, sorry, you can.
Yeah, like just to groove by myself. Like I already do it when we all go out together. It's like relatively when I go out, I'm the kind of person who goes out to go out and listen to the music, and like I'm not as sociable. I think if I'm going to a club, if I'm going to like a bar or something like that, yeah, I'm full social. But if I'm going to like a club or an event and I want to see a DJ, I'm there for that. And it's like I'll still socialize and shit like that, but that's like my main goal is to fucking just I don't know, let loose, man.
Just vibe. Yeah, I feel like that'd be chilled. I feel like that'd be cool. I feel like you could do that as well, knowing you. Like I couldn't do that. Like I would just not have fun.
What I was gonna say is I remember back in the day when Bill used to get to like our plans like early, like if we are going for lunch somewhere, he would wait in his car. He would not sit at the table by himself. Like he'd be like, I'm in the car, let me know when you guys get in. It's like, Bill, you can just go to the table. It's like, no.
no, I'm good.
Yeah, no, fuck that, bro. No, I wouldn't do that. Like especially for the fact that like I could listen to music and jaw by myself in my own house. Like I don't need to go to. I don't
But
want to see a
it's the
DJ.
live experience of like a specific DJ.
But also, I
I
think
just feel
with
awkward.
Ross is definitely like an outlier in the situation just because of how many people know. So he used to go to like Truth and Everything by himself.
And
And then
guaranteed.
and you knew he was going to find someone,
Yeah.
minimum like 15 people that he knew and
Yeah.
he could chill with. So it's like, even I feel like that's better. If you like going there one man, like knowing no one,
Yeah.
that's a whole different ballgame.
And I also say, like, obviously he lives in London as well now. Like, contextual in London, I feel like I'd go to a bar by myself. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if you're there and you're chilling, you want to go have a drink or something, I'd go to a bar by myself, fucked up. Like, go have a drink, chill, watch football, whatever. I feel like there you could make friends easily because there's so many
Yeah.
people doing that. You know what
But
I
I
mean?
feel like you could
Here-
do that here.
Nah, I mean, you can. Sorry, you
Yeah.
can, but I don't think I don't think there's a lot of other people doing that, especially around our age.
Oh yeah, going on the A's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like people our age are still kind of like self-conscious about that kind of thing. Like I know a
Yeah.
few people who will take themselves out on dates and shit like that. And I've wanted to do it, like just go to a fancy restaurant on my ones and just like chow.
Just chow.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I'd say like
You wanna come with?
yeah. I'd say good vibes, but like I never do it, so like not good vibes. You know what I mean?
Movies are fun by yourself because
Movies I've done myself, love that.
yeah.
I've
That's
never
probably
done
the
that
only thing.
before.
You should
I've
do
always
it.
wanted to.
This is the only problem.
come?
The only time that I regret it, and it will stay with me for the rest of my life, was I was gonna go watch this movie Us, that won by Jordan Peele. It was a horror movie.
Oh fuck.
So I go there and I get my popcorn with my slush. I'm excited. I'm pumped. As I walk into the cinema, dead. There's no one.
Oh no.
And I wish there was at least one guy like sucking himself off or something. There was no one.
Yeah,
So I'm like, I paid for it. I'm gonna have to do it. So I sit there. There's not every chair make a noise. I'm sure that thing was just crawling on me, waiting. I ran out. I left. I literally the ticket guy looked at me like, "What's happening?" I'm busy walking my popcorn and slush. I ran home. I watched Stranger Things at home with my popcorn
Where
and my
it's
slush.
safe
Yeah.
with my dogs and my mom.
Yo,
yeah, I
Don't
dude,
do horror movies
I
by
would do the
yourself.
Same. Fuck. That's terrible, bro.
I feel like that's an experience, like ferment. Like shooting the night.
I still haven't seen that movie because I'm like, it brings up memories.
Did you guys used to watch movies when you were younger, like horror movies, and then do that thing where like you like trying to like turn off the lights like when at the end of the night, and then
Oh,
like you
bro.
turn it off and then go to like the next place and make sure
Yes.
that the light is on there. And then as you turn off the last one, make sure you're in your bed.
Oh, I living with growing up with brothers. So you remember my old house? It was just like a line to the passage door.
Oh, that's a bolting
So-
run, dude.
I don't know what the fuck it was, but like, so Randall, like, Raymond, my brother, he was the best at this. We would just be chilling, fully invested in like Top Gear or something. Not like a hesitation award. Gets up, sprints. Like, sprints to the passage. And just like, you gotta lock up. I'm like, fuck! And then there you with the light and you're sprinting. Like, yo,
I love siblings. I'm check on living with siblings because mine will do like, we'll be even to this day, we'll be watching like TV together and you can see people starting to get their things. And you're like, are you seriously going to leave me to lock up? Like, the kid will grab his bottle. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
I can imagine him sitting there like,
that's how it was.
Bro, then the second the show ends, gone. And it's just you, and you're like, what the fuck, man?
oh fuck, dude,
Oh,
that sucks, bro.
God.
I
there's so much
experienced that with my
PTSD.
parents, bro. Sometimes because my parents generally always stayed later than me. Like I've always been an early bird. Like I go to bed at like 9 and 10.
Yeah.
And so dude, it happens so often where they're like, I'm watching a movie with them, and then like my dad will also be like, okay, I'm tired, I'm going to bed. And he's like, you're gonna lock up. I'm like, nah, I'm going. I'm tired.
And it was back when DSTV you couldn't re-record everything. Like, I guess I'm not watching this movie.
Bro, there's no ways. And I've got a double story. There's no ways I'm staying downstairs while they're all upstairs. as well. Fuck that, bro.
Oh,
Fuck
that's
that.
so shit, man. God, people are scammers in this life, actually.
You know what's weird to me?
Mm.
I used to wake up as a kid like fuck early, like 4 a.m. I remember this, bro. Like I've always been like early riser, early going to bed. Waking up at like 4 a.m. and it's still pitch black. And there's not a worry in the world. The house could be fucking...
Oh, yeah.
It's
no, 4
morning.
a.m. versus like 2 a.m. Whole different things.
Dude, it's so weird to
No,
me.
that's actually
And I
so
remember
true.
having this idea in my head like, oh, it's morning. It's nothing. They don't exist in the morning. Sweet. Like, just go.
It's like the ghost clock off at 3.
Yeah.
They're trying to get you. Then at 3:01, you like peak. And then like, oh, fuck.
Same time again tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you.
It's almost like, remember the boogeyman from Powerpuff Girls? How like at midnight he'd come out and he was like, time to terrorize. And then the second the sun came out, he vibed.
I don't remember that episode, but it sounds familiar.
He had the disco ball and everything.
Yeah,
I
that
modeled 90% of my
sounds
personality after him. When you see what he looks like, he'll say lips. I don't think you're allowed to say that. Looks kind of like Captain Guinea. He also not allowed to say that. If we were...
Why the fuck does this look like? You can zoom in.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, pretty lady.
That's what he sounds like. I'm gonna get down tonight. The way they defeat him is they make him jawl until the midnight,
So
until
they
the
took
sun
away
comes
all
out.
of his hose. He looks like a pimp.
He does look like a pimp, dude. Watching a fucking cartoon characters is very suggestive.
Vibe check on pimps.
One time I tried to grow out my pimp nail, and then someone told me what it was, and I was like, I don't want to do that. Oh, for the...
It's a cocaine nail.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you can shift the
shit.
Coke easy. I ever tell you about that guy who asked me if I had Coke?
How wild did they make it sound like cocaine was back in the day? Like you would not be able to find it. Like it was the most like rare shit
Yeah,
ever. And then
actually. Yeah,
now these
actually.
days you realize.
But all drugs, actually, bro.
Yeah.
Even. Like, I always thought drugs were like a huge thing in America. It didn't exist here, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
How sheltered were we?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like, dude, I remember I was actually thinking about this in the shower the other day. So,
Shower thought.
I was thinking about this guy that came to talk to us at Four Ways, and I remember him talking
Oh,
to
the
me
guy
about.
who like could breathe through a straw. Like that was his thing. Like when he did so much drugs that he could only like breathe through a straw. Him breathing
Oh
through a
yes,
straw was
yes,
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
yeah,
came
yeah.
to us as well.
So, and he had a car accident while he was on
Yeah.
drugs and all that.
What do you mean came to you as well? We went to Four Ways.
He dated in Brandale. He didn't do it in Four Ways.
No, that was
didn't-
Four Ways.
Oh, I didn't mind Brandale.
There was
I
a guy, the guy who said that his sister gave him his first bum.
Yo, I don't know. We all took very
Did
different
he?
things from
Did
this.
he have a blaze on?
Yes, yeah. He looked smart.
Yeah.
He's not a fucking like anime character that does one outfit. He can't take the
No.
blazer off.
Hold on. Why? But why? No, because obviously when he's presenting to us, David, he would have a fucking blazer on, and then you would remember what he was wearing. We all like, it's not like I'm saying
We all
that
had
he
fucking
doesn't fucking have other clothes. I'm saying
This is like 9 or 10 years ago. Yeah, like, how do you remember you was wearing a blazer?
because if you want me to say it was the school's blazer, he had it when you went to.
Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
that makes a lot more sense.
I hated it. Oh, he said, "No, look, he's an anime character. People can change their clothes."
Anyways.
Fuck. What
Um,
about it?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I remember when he was saying like, "What's the hardest drug I've ever done?" And this, and I've done this and this, and he was like, I.
You can't love that.
He was like, I bet none of you in this room have even like heard of some of the drugs. He was like, okay, this is a safe space, who's done weed? And they're like, half the school's like that. And then it was like, who's done cat? And it was just one guy. I remember, and he was so fucking proud of himself. And it was just like, everyone was just looking at him like, yes.
It was just, he was testing high school kids. Okay, well, I bet none of you have done MDMA.
I think this guy was taking the piss, because I remember this, bro. He was like, speed.
Bro.
Dude, that was terrible, man.
When the police came to talk to us as well.
Yeah, fuck.
That was weird, bro. Fuck.
Is that when they searched the whole school and the field and stuff?
No, it was a different time where they just came to chat to us. And then they asked us mad questions that people were being honest about, and the school was like, what the fuck? Or something. Like, I swear one of the questions was like, has anybody ever committed a crime? And everyone was just like, and it was like, what? Why would
No,
you all agree?
It sounds so familiar, but you took me back to Bryondale as well when we had cops there for some reason.
Maybe
I
to
don't
teach
remember.
us right from wrong.
I remember it was a Friday, and me and my friend, we decided to do a prank call. And then I think the one guy heard it, but he then, I don't know if he was a cop, but he said he was a cop, and they could trace everything. And that instilled a fear in me that I think it's the reason I didn't bunk in school, because he was just like, we can trace you, we know exactly what you did, we know who you are. And I was like, I'm fucked up, but I think he just overheard us laughing, and he came up with the whole story.
Dude, you know how weird that is? Because I've been doing that since primary school.
I've been prank
Lying.
No, yeah, I've been saying like, I've always said when people are prank calling me and I know it's like my friends or something, I was like, are you tracing it? Are you tracing it? Are you like, are you tracing, have you got it? Okay, sweet, you got it. Like, yeah, what's the address? And then they always hang up. They're like, fuck. I've been doing that since primary school, so maybe you phoned me, buddy.
Who the fuck is prank calling you?
No, it's a guy.
I got prank called so much in primary school, bro.
Yeah, but you're
Everyone just got
popular.
phones, dude.
Yeah, they didn't have the call
Yeah,
ID.
also, it was
and
just
everything.
friends. Like, who else has my number?
To be fair.
Your
the
friends
cops.
just didn't like you.
I did some prank calls.
Liv's got a second phone and would just like phone himself like as he was at a sleepover. Oh, who's calling me? Who's that?
Level, go to bed.
Are you chasing it? Are you chasing it? I think we got him. No. Yeah, I think we got him.
Liv's cry. Don't trace.
Dude, trace me. What's the address? Oh my god, that's where I am. How did you know? Welcome to Vaabs podcast, where the V stands for violation. You pricks.
He's like,
Uh,
your phone's ringing. And he's like, Peter, pick up the phone. Nikki,
I think your
Dad.
phone's ringing.
I think your phone's ringing.
it's just on silent. How did you know?
I pictured a little kid with Lemo's face. Like now, I think your phone's ringing.
I would never. Oh, fucking hate everyone that I know.
Fuck.
Oh,
Good
God.
bands, eh?
Yeah, great ones, man. You want to get into another Vaab check?
Vaab check on aglets.
If he only knows
You
because
don't
what
know-
it's called. Cause
You don't appreciate them until they're gone, eh? Because you're having to thread your laces with no aglets and it's roughed up to shit, and you're like,
And even
I can't fit this thing.
Do you chew on your aglet?
You know what I realized the other day is we also have aglets on like hoodies.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that also sucks, bro. When you lose one and then the other one's just chilling. Do I have a hoodie on? No. Oh, here, look.
Aglets.
Oh, metal aglets.
Yo, is that a thing?
You're literally... What's that?
Don't know.
Let's find
Phineas and
out.
Ferb only said they were plastic.
What's the view about it?
Yeah, please.
Fuck, chick. A bit of a serious one. Okay, not that one. Bob chick from Bob Bradley there.
Which one was that?
On doing funny business outside of the house. I don't know what funny business is, but shit. Dol, did you do funny business outside your house?
No.
I'd say good vibes. Keeps it exciting.
Outside
Nerve-wracking
the house.
though. Yeah. Oh,
What's outside the house? Like directly outside the house? Or like anywhere?
Fucking on your stoop.
Like, yeah.
that.
Yo, this is dodgy.
Yeah,
would
this
you?
could be madness.
That's
Are you guys
mad.
having fantasies
Have
right
you?
now?
No.
Yeah, it's not.
No, dude, I was gonna say
He got
it.
caught. He was like, what angle are we taking? Because I'm going to be honest.
I feel like you guys would though.
Yeah.
Yeah, out here.
Over the balcony, bro.
Brev, there's people
It's
there.
summer.
There's in summer.
I mean,
Back shots in the sun.
cold. No. I mean, back to the actual question. It keeps everything exciting. It's like, ooh,
Yeah, I agree. Keeps shit exciting.
no,
It depends where you do it. Like
Oh,
be
yeah.
respectful, but yeah.
be respectful.
Yeah,
man.
don't do it in public
I
places.
don't know what people can do in bathrooms. That's one thing.
Bathrooms are a dodgy one, dude.
Oh.
Never tried.
Same. But that's anxiety. Have you? Same. Hypothetically. Hypothetically.
Wait.
Hypothetically.
Okay, it's okay.
Hypothetically, if you had to do it in the bathroom, what was it? What do you think it would
What
be
was
like?
it like?
What would their name be?
Hypothetically, of course.
No. I'm not.
You know what I realized? This needs to be a Patreon tune because I'm looking at you like I know you're a fucking madness, and then I myself am like I actually don't want to talk about this because I feel like it's very incriminating for everyone involved
Yeah.
and it's illegal.
Next.
So I've never done it.
Sign up to the Patreon to find out more.
Let's be honest. You don't have to. It's not really. The cops can't brand us. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. They can.
They're still tracing you
They're still tracing.
to this day.
Good vibes. That's what I'm gonna say. Cool. Next question.
Good vibes.
Yeah, good vibes. Good vibes.
Bad vibes. You fucking criminals. Anyway.
Wait.
You baited us.
Wait. Actually. Yeah.
Come back to Earth. Come back to Earth. Come back to Earth.
Yeah.
That's why
You better shut the fuck up.
I said. That's what I said.
What's the Patreon?
Last view of our chick of the evening from an old faithful man we haven't seen in a while. A good. I was gonna say good boy. That's bad.
Good pal.
Good friend, but not good friend, but good friend. Friend of the podcast, Luke Horseman.
Oh, it's Lukey
Oi,
back.
Luke.
Yeah, shout out Lukey. If you're an OG viewer, you know about Luke H. The vibe check on your friends adamant on driving after they've had a beza.
Luke, let me take you back.
To last week.
No, I don't do that anymore. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Please, affirm
Definitely
me.
under the
Yeah.
legal limit as well.
Yeah, no, I think
Well, there is no
definitely
legal
bad
limit
vibes.
now.
I think-
Oh,
and it's
100%.
such an apparent thing. It's don't be stupid.
It's so weird to me.
Yeah.
It's just one thing. It's like, and actually, this is what annoys me most is the thing is always they're like, oh, I haven't had too much drink. The cops will be fine, kind of thing. Like I won't get stopped by
Yeah.
cops, and it's like that shouldn't be your main reason. Like that shouldn't be your reasoning
so
of
true.
not doing it.
That's
It
like,
should-
are you safe to drive?
Because I've only
Exactly.
I've driven drunk once, and
Under the limit as well.
no, very over.
Yeah.
And it
That's
was
so
something
illegal.
I regret to this day still. Like for me, like you get home and it's like, what the fuck was I doing?
Yeah.
And for me, since then I like won't ever get
Yeah,
to
it's
that.
terrible. Same. Like back in the day, I think we were just stupid, eh? But also underage. Like we were stupid in drinking in general. Like we obviously started underage drinking. Okay, I'll incriminate myself. I started underage drinking.
This is the
Dylan started it.
Yeah,
No one knew what no one knew what underaging was. Till I made it.
Nobody else had finger skateboards before me. I was the first one to bring them.
I
I started
invented
technique.
Yeah, so anyways, we started drinking while when we were before 18, and that like molded into our lifestyle when we had cars. So now we could drive ourselves to the place where we were getting drunk. So it just automatically was the thing, right? And you think you're gonna be fine, dude. You really you stupid. Like you really are just stupid. It is the stupidest thing ever. So many times, like you said, like I've been like completely over the limit, stupid. But you realize every single time after you get home how stupid it is, or the next day, how stupid you are. But it's every time, because I'm sure you can relate being drunk. Like I'm not trying to justify, I'm just saying when you are having a few, you don't feel drunk. You're having a good time. You feel like it's just you. And then as soon as you get behind the wheel, bro, you go. And sometimes even if you just get in the passenger seat, you can feel yourself go completely.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest example there. It's like you in the passenger seat, you're not compass mentis. Now imagine if you were fucking driving that thing. It's insane.
It's terrible. And I have a terrible story which I'll make very brief. I know a friend of mine, who drove drunk terribly, shouldn't have been doing. He drove drunk and crashed into a pregnant woman. The pregnant woman died and he's still fighting that court case. To this day, he hasn't gone to jail, thank goodness. But still, like, and that's just it, eh? That's your life, bro. Gone. As soon as it's like, it is just done.
Yeah, but for me, it's always fucked up because it's always like it's your decision, but it wasn't the person whose life you affected. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's like so swag, like to
Selfish.
think, it's selfish at the end of the day, and it's like no apologies for it. Like being drunk, it just seems like such a mazza, dude. Honestly, the things that you can convince yourself of when you're drunk is...
Yeah, I think humans are the best at convincing themselves of something. Then when they're drunk, it's 10 times worse.
Yeah, dude, watching people, like... You
remember even at the one, I think it was a Lockstock, those bikers. They were like these 5 bikers, all of them plastered. And then one guy was like also even more plastered. And then they were literally just the thing of like, oh no, it's fine, you can drive. This guy was like, gonna die.
Yeah, it was fucked. But his friend
That's
came
even
back.
worse,
so
bro. How do you keep balance on a bike?
Bro, I
no
would fucking
idea,
die.
dude. Yeah, it's just so shit
Like
that
a
it's
barely
like...
drive those things normal.
It's like common practice. That it's almost like, no. Like, that's what I wanted to say. So, like, what you were saying about drugs and how you thought, like, cocaine was like this magical fucking... You only see it in the movies or America or that. That's what I thought about drinking and driving as well. I thought it was genuinely like a random thing that you learn about in Alo, and I didn't realize... Especially like coming into adulthood, how common it was.
Actually,
Yeah, like you just see it so much in your life, and you're like, what the fuck? Like you always, I don't know, maybe we were sheltered as fuck growing up, but just like when it comes to drugs and like drinking and driving and shit like that, you just don't think it's as prominent as it is. So yeah,
don't fucking do it. Bad vibes all the way.
Bad vibes, bro.
Just Uber, get a friend, slay at a friend's house. It's
he was saying about his friend though, right?
Yeah, your friend that's always adamant.
Yeah, your friend being adamant to drive.
So how the fuck do you help that? How did we do it with each other?
I would drive
I say with each other.
home.
How did you do it with me?
You gave me your keys and said you're driving, Lips.
Yeah, but there was a point like where I remember this. Like
You
I remember
hated
being
people driving
drunk
your car.
and being impaired, and I would think to myself, like, this is so unnecessary that you keep my keys, and then it would become a fight.
Yeah, it used to be like very
yeah.
like you never thought it too much, but you did become very moody, and it was laughable.
It was laughable. It was stupid because because you do generally just think you're fine, but it's the problem of like I've done it. I got home safe. It was fine, and if I'm feeling this way, this is how I felt last time. You don't like you just don't like just don't do it.
Yeah,
that's the
It
thing
is just
about
terrible.
life, bro. It's fucking upsetting, but like you won't change your behavior unless something happens.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
And
some-
so you getting home safe is literally a reassurance every fucking time that you can do it.
That's it's so fucked up. But it's like literally every time you make it, you're like, yeah, no, I can keep doing this until the one time. You know? All it takes is one time, which is the fucked part. Yeah, man.
But I think like before you go out, tell your mates like, no, like you're not drinking if you're driving. Like that's
Uber
it. Like,
places or get a DD. Easiest life.
yeah.
Not like
Softest
that.
life.
It's not like that.
It's the only reason we're actually friends is so that I can DD him all
Easiest
night.
life. I love how you said that as well. Easiest life. Like it's been a fucking breeze for the last 10 years. My gosh.
I've not had to stress about Uber.
There was like that one time I drive drunk afterwards. I made friends with Lebs. I said, I need someone, baby. Yeah, man. The shit you do when you're younger.
Yeah, it's terrible. Stop it.
Yeah, hopefully people listen to this and
It just didn't know. Don't shout.
How many people listen?
The most serious part of the conversation. I hope people are actually listening.
I love it. It literally be like random parts like stayed in. So it's just like you say, "Yeah, I just drove drunk all the time." Me being like, "And me too." And it's like, what the fuck is this message?
And he just cuts out everything else. It's like the last one. It's like, yo, I was mortally drunk. Thank you guys for coming. But yeah, final thing that we'll say on it, but I honestly hope that it's not one of those things of like you feel like you need to make your own mistakes. Take it from Vaabs podcast, then don't fucking do that shit. Like genuinely, too many people have made the mistake for you to still think that it's a good idea, so don't fucking dare.
And that's that.
Take
on
your
that.
friend's keys.
Yeah.
Take your friend's keys.
Make them sleep over. Have a sleepover. When last did you have a sleepover?
Legit though, actually,
took
if
some
we had Uber
sleepovers.
back in the day,
Yeah.
the best thing I would say to do is take my keys, go home, bro. Fucking, you have to Uber home. Get his house keys out of the car, give it to him, and say, "Cheers, buddy. Bye. I'm running."
Bah.
Just take the keys, and then you solid, bro. Make him Uber home.
Steal their Audi.
Yeah, shit. This is incriminating. Don't do that.
No, but you're right.
Get permission.
100%. Guys, helicopter?
Oh fuck! It's been an hour. That went fucking quick.
No, I was quite mad. I can't lie.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
A lot of serious talks, drugs, alcohol, driving drunk. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Anything you want to say, David? That like you generally have good stuff to say when we come on this podcast. So I just thought, give us one more thought, wise wisdom from the wisdom himself of
What would you like
ours.
the wisdom from? Like what side? Career, friends, family, physical
Botany.
activity.
Here.
Hey. Don't buy supermarket products. They're not good for you. They do quality over quantity. I mean, quantity over quality. We, as salons, do quality over quantity.
I'm gonna edit the whole thing so he just goes weed. Anything you want to say, David?
Weed.
All right, sick, Dave. Thanks for that one.
No, that was actually good advice. I respect it. It's like last week Friday, Matt, one of the gents that I gym with, was telling me about his girl troubles, and he's young, like 17, 18. And I was like, if I had to say one thing to you right now that I wish somebody had said to me, what would it be? Like, I was thinking about it. Because it seems like it's like stress that side. And I just said to him, like, before leaving, and I hope he understands it. But realistically, you only understand when you get older. But I was like, dating when you're young is not that deep. Just have fun. And I left. Because genuinely, if you told me that when I was young, I probably wouldn't listen. But now I'm just like, you deep so much, way too much, as if you're in a movie or as if like shit actually matters. But it's like, nah, bro, it's relaxed. Like, you have a whole life ahead of you.
100%. Yeah, that was wise, man.
Oh, fuck, he got to pick his own one. I had to do the hair.
Pick your own one. Thanks for coming back to us podcast, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Episode
Yes, boy.
41. Can you believe it? It's nearly our first year anniversary.
First
We
years.
expect something big. David's planning it. So, yeah, we'll see something how it goes. And thank you so much for coming back. Lebs, take us out for the credits. This is Whose Line Is It Anyway? You're Janet Jackson, and you've just discovered that Michael just turned white.
Michael! That's all. That's all the time we have for you today on Vaabs Podcast. Make sure you go check us out on Apple Music, Spotify, all the good things that you're probably listening to us on right now. Make sure you go check out our fucking socials because we literally post every single day on the IG. Maybe not the TikTok, but go follow us anyway. From Dave and Libs, I've been Dylan, telling you to always keep your toenails in a jar.
And vibe
Do-
with them when you see them.
Do-
Remember, friends
Do it
are
for
not
the vibes.
food.
Friends are not
Do
food.
it for the
Do it for the vibes.
Do it for the vibes.
Do it
Thank
for
you
the
so much for
fucking
coming,
vibes.
everybody. We love and appreciate you all the most. And genuinely, if you stuck around this far, here's a little nugget.
In my hair of my ass.
It's called a Dinkleberry. Thank you guys for coming. We love you. That was
Keep up.
sick. Good job, guys. Fucking Aces. You know what we should fucking do? We should start a fucking radio station. Let's do a radio station. Let's fucking 94 point vibes, you know? What's the... What do you do? Oh, hello. Oof. Put me up a bit. Put me in the limelight. Welcome back to Dave's Take. We're going to talk about falling out with your friends. Great vibes. Who fucking needs them? They disappoint me. One day I was a lonely boy. I fell off the well. See, the thing, they just leave me, and no one actually understands that I do get lonely and I do get cold. Everyone's like, Dave's super funny. He's good. I get bad days. I have bad days. Not all the time, but occasionally. Do you know what I like to do when I have those bad days? I run a nice hot bath. Hotter than Satan's arsehole. And I just jump in there. And the burn takes away the pain because I forget about my loneliness and scream because my skin's burning because it's so hot. Don't bath too hot as a temperature. It's not good for you. Rather go sauna. I've heard that going to a sauna once a week at least minimizes your chance for cardiovascular problem by 27%. I think it's 12%, if I'm being honest. I think if you do it twice, then it's 27. I don't know how the math works. I'm not a scientist. I'm just Dave. No, I'm kidding. But thank you guys for coming. I'm assuming Dill's gonna put this in. Dill, if you're editing this, how's it going? Like your hair today, it looks very nice. Yeah. It's a new shirt. What? The color really brings out your eyes. Wow, Dill. You look stunning. Fuck. Are you seeing anyone? Are you? I hope no one can see me just talking to myself. Because that would be awkward. Oh, why am I still here? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn of the Instagram hunts? You guys are too bad. Get Be Real. People react to my Be Real because I'm sick. Oh, wow, got a bunch. Wow. Why am I so popular? Huh. Aw, that's sweet.
There's no way you're still going on.
I've just finished now. I was just
My
I was just telling
gosh.
about Be Real.
Oh shit, did we tell them about our sponsors?
We haven't got it.
Cheers everyone!